Okay, so hey YouTube, it's Genevieve here. Today I want to talk about bike riding in Japan. What's it like? How it's different from the US, or maybe I guess England as well, but mainly from. Blah, blah, blah. Hey YouTube, it's Genevieve here. Hey YouTube, it's Genevieve here. So today I want to talk about what bike riding is like in Japan. Maybe it's different from what it's like in other countries. I will be mainly comparing it to the US. But first, I got home early today, so I thought I'd refresh a bit and do a face mask. So last time I was in Tokyo, I went to Koreatown. It's in Shinjuku. There's like an area there. It's really awesome. And so I found all these face masks. And what do you know? I found BULBASAUR! It's a green tea face mask. So I thought, put this on first, like try to get the skin of a baby. And then let's talk about bike riding. Oh yeah. Gotta protect the hair. Yeah. Don't want to make it all gooky. Alright, let's read the packaging. So, Isan Gesi mask sheet. I probably really butchered that just now. Green tea. Pore. Ooh, maybe it'll cleanse my pores. This mask makes the pore clean with the ingredient of Camellia sinensis leaf extract. I don't really know what that is, but it's good to know it's not made from dead Bulbasaurs, because that would be animal cruelty. That'd be awful. So, yeah. Anyways, so see what this. I hope it has Bulbasaur on the mask. That'd be awesome. Splattering myself. I think it's just a white mask. Aww. It's really disappointing. I thought it'd be Bulbasaur on the mask. Some masks, when you buy them, they have like a picture on it that looks like what you got. Like I got a pineapple apple pen mask. The guy, Pikutaro, he's from Aomori. So you can buy face masks, like apple and pineapple face masks at the visitor center, the tourist center, in the center of town. And yeah, when you put on the mask, it looks like you have his face. It's hilarious. Maybe I'll do a video about that. But that mask was also a bit sticky, so I don't know. I tried the apple one. I should probably try the pineapple one. Anyways, let's put this on. Ugh. Oh. I don't know if this is right. Do I flap this over my nose? Oh. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Smooth it out. Smooth it out. Get that juicy green tea, pore, cleansing stuff. Oh. Yeah. Voila. Now I will be beautiful, not just like a baby, but like Bulbasaur. Oh yeah. Anyways, I gotta go wash my hands. Okay, so I'm back. I did the Bulbasaur face mask. My face now feels all fresh and Bulbasaury. It also feels like goo, so yeah, don't know how I feel about that, but oh man, my voice. Okay, right. So, back to my point. I wanted to talk about bike riding in Japan. And so, here are just a few things, I guess 5 things? I don't know. But I'm not really categorizing, I'm not really categorizing it. I just want to talk a bit about how I feel about biking in Japan. So, I'm from Maryland in the US, right by DC, and I wouldn't say biking is a huge thing there. There's a lot of cars on the road. I wouldn't say it's especially bike friendly, and so yeah, I wouldn't say there's so much of a bike culture there. Yeah, but in Japan, oh man, like people basically are born on bikes here. I mean, like they are biking like crazy. And I mean, where I live, it gets really snowy in the winter, but until the snow hits, people are biking, it seems. I mean, like they're on their bikes, especially the students, like the kids and whatnot. And sometimes you see some adults as well. But anyways, for me, I feel I feel both safe and unsafe biking on the roads. Let's put it that way. Compared to the US, I feel like it's a really safe car-wise. Like, I'm not worried about any cars hitting me. I'm not worried so much about like sharing the lane with cars or sharing the sidewalk with pedestrians, just because they're so used to having bikers here. They're completely aware that bikers are around. They also have this, they tend to have this policy. I don't know if it's like set in stone, but it tends to be if there's an accident, it's always a smaller party who's the victim, no matter who caused the accident. So cars are really careful about not hitting bikers, because if they hit a biker, even if it was the biker's fault, like the car is going to be the one to like pay the price. But anyways, so overall, you know, like I feel pretty comfortable biking in Japan. And also, I would say I got quite lucky. My city is quite flat, so like just speeding to work every day. Do 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 do. But on that note, because there's so many other bikers on the road, sometimes I feel like it's the bikers that are the ones who make it more dangerous to bike around. Not the cars, not the pedestrians, it's the bikers who are the most like crazy. Because sometimes you have these bikers, right? You have like students especially, they'll be riding like parallel with each other and like there's nowhere to pass, but they're going really slow. And you see your spot, you know, like you can pass. But then bam, they split apart, open again. So of course, you know, like gotta ring your bell or whatnot. But then you have bikes who are like coming the opposite direction, and you might be going in the correct direction, and like they're going the wrong way. Like they're on the wrong side of the road, but they ain't moving. Like they're just, they know they're gonna like just go right around you, but you're just like, don't hit me, don't hit me. And like, it's crazy. Today I was biking to school, and in front of me, I just saw like coming from like, I don't know, 100 yards away, like a pack of bicyclists. It was this baseball team, like they're all biking together. It's like a bike gang, and I was just like, oh my god, will they move for me? Because, you know, most of the time they will move. But sometimes you have those groups who are just like, they're so busy chatting or whatever, or like maybe they're just like really little, they just don't care about what's around them. So they're gonna bike ride into you. So you gotta be the one to be like, you know, like get out the way. It's just, it's crazy. Yeah. Occasionally, like, this ties into, like, some crazy stuff I've seen on bikes. I mean, like, dropping shit. But then you sometimes see, like, crazy stuff on bikes. Like, I mean, I guess it's not so crazy, but a lot of people, you know, like, they're amazing. They're just, like, texting on their bike, you know, like, they got one hand on the bar, like, one eye looking on the road, one eye looking on their phone. They're just kind of like, yeah. See what's up with Jimbo here and whatnot. Or like when it's raining, some of them don't wear ponchos. They literally have like an umbrella they're holding while they're biking. And like, I honestly don't know how they do it when it's windy out, because I just assume that umbrella is gonna like be pulling them in the other direction. But somehow they still get to where they are, and I'm just like, wow, okay. It's really cool. I wish I could do that. At the same time, it seems really scary. And like not all the umbrellas, a lot of the umbrellas here are see-through. And at first I didn't understand why, but I don't know if they designed it this way on purpose. But at least with the bicyclists, it's that way they can just stick it in front of them. They can see right through, you know? It's crazy. I don't think you're actually supposed to be doing that, but they do it anyways. You also see, like, you know, two people on a bike. I tried that once, did not end well. It was really hard. Yeah. You see, like, two people on bikes, and, like, you see whole families on bikes. Well, not necessarily whole families, but you'll see, like, a mother, a kid, and, like, another kid. Like, they fit 3 kids on that bike. And technically, you could wait, no, 2 kids on that bike. Did that math wrong. You can have, like, 2 kids on that bike. Technically, I feel like you could fit 3, because she had one kid, like, in a carrier, like, on front of her, and she had the other kid sitting behind. And I've seen other bikes where they actually have, like, a kid sitting in front as well. Like, instead of a basket, they'll have, like, a seat there, or, like, a seat basket. So, like, you could see 3 kids on a bike, potentially. I've seen people, like, with their dogs in their baskets. I felt so bad for this one dog. It looked terrified. It was like, like, trying to, like, claw its way out of the basket. Luckily, it couldn't, because that would have been dangerous. But, yeah. Some crazy stuff I've seen on those bikes. And like at the same time, all the bikes are really similar. Like they're kind of like this like handlebars up here, you know, kind of like comfortable seated bikes, normally with a basket. And you would think they'd all be like about the same for like how fast you could go because they're all one gear. But like some of them, you see people like pedaling really hard, like standing up the entire time. Others, it's just like they're casually going and they're speeding away. Like it must have to do with the age of the bike, but it's pretty funky seeing like how some people ride their bikes, especially when they gotta do some crazy maneuvers to get it going. Yeah. In addition to that, I've seen some interesting bike stuff in Japan. Electric bikes are more popular here. You see like a lot of older people on electric bikes because they're still biking around. They're really fit, really like active, but you know they just need a little bit of like help with the power, you know, like, especially getting up hills. So you see some of this like people, you know, just going around on their electric bikes, you know, like really, really loving life, you know, like they got the speed and you know the need for speed. I'm not sure how that goes, but they got the speed, you know, and they're going and yeah. I also really like, I don't know if they have this in the US. They must sell this somewhere, but I don't know if it's commonly sold. All the bikes here come with these lights on the front wheel, that basically you can switch them on. And when you switch them on, it's not battery powered, like where you have to replace the batteries. It's powered by the friction of the tire rubbing on the power source. I'm not good at these technical terms, I'm sorry. So basically like you can flip the light so that way it starts rubbing against the tire, so when it rubs the light works, and then when you don't need it during the day you just unflick it and then like it's off and it's not rubbing the tire and like you just go along. And I think it's the most amazing thing. It's really good. It's really, I'd say, economic, probably good for the environment, safety, you know, like light at night. I really love these lights. They're really cool. Yeah. Let's see what else. I also want to talk about just like biking in the weather here. So like I said, it's going to be turning into winter soon. So I can't apparently we can't bike here in the winter just because it's too snowy. But even though you can't bike then, like you bike like no matter what aside from that. I mean like today there was a thunderstorm. It was, you know, a bit scary. You know, people were like, oh man, it's tough going home on a bike. Luckily, you know, I was able to get home during like my window of opportunity, you know, like it was, the sun came out, it was beautiful. I was like, oh, thank you clouds for moving. But like a couple times that I've actually had to bike through hurricanes, which was, it wasn't like, you know, like crazy hurricanes, but you know, just like strong winds, you know, like rain in your face, things like that. You know, like the tail end of hurricanes, had to bike through a couple of those, and it's just, you know, you just go in there like, shh, I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, bike. It's like you become one with the bike and one with the weather. And you're not the only one doing this. Other people are doing this too. And you also, I've seen now, there's some interesting bikes that people have. I've seen some bikes with really thick tires. Like the average bike here is maybe more like a road bike. It's... not like a speed bike, you know, but just like a casual road bike maybe. There are mountain bikes as well, but then I've seen some really like thick tire bikes and they look really cool. I tried riding one once. I rode it on the beach on the sand and like it was a bit difficult. It's heavy, but like it was really cool because you could actually ride on the sand without falling over. And I guess the people who have these bikes, they can ride them through the snow as well. So I'd like to see that in the winter time. That'd be really cool. But anyways, yeah, bike culture here, it's crazy. Everyone rides them. There are too many bikes and like, oh man, it's crazy. I mean, is it bad to have too many bikes? I don't know. There are a lot of bikes. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I hope that maybe one day in the US we can have bike riding like this, especially in the summertime. It's really nice. I feel it's really good having the wind blowing back on you. And you know, it's good exercise. It's also, I love the type of bikes that they have here. They're really useful and they all have, I know, like, I don't know, it's a bit granny-ish maybe to have a basket in front, but here everyone has it and it's really useful to have because you can put stuff in it. And like if you have a cable on the back, you can keep stuff there too. So, I don't know. I love my bike. I guess that's the conclusion of this video. Despite like some of the crazy stuff I've seen here and like the crazy bikers on the road who drive me nuts. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'm a crazy biker too. I don't know. But despite all that, I love my bike. It's great. I'm gonna miss biking when winter hits, but winter is coming, as is aptly said in Aomori, because oh my god, winter is coming. Yeah. All right, see you next time. Bye.